After the unsuccessful results of my previous video with me unable to get the smoke bomb down the burrow due to inadequate fusing, I realized I needed to look into making fuses that would allow for delayed or remote ignition. Though I'm sure I could buy commercially produced fuses, I don't know where I would do that, and instead of researching that, I decided to look into making fuses from stuff I have around the house. I have previously used small diameter rolled up newspaper which I fill with a finely ground mixture of sugar and potassium nitrate. Testing the fuses, it worked well horizontally, with inconsistent burning moving vertically upwards. Given the loose powder that this is made of, that is the reason I did the test in this direction. It worked better than I thought it would. As with all the tests in this video, I don't really have a big enough sample size to come to definite conclusions. These burn at a speed that works well for the type of fuse I'm looking for. However, both in this test and previously, they have not always been reliable in lighting the main body. I suspect that the powder I put in the tubes does not go all the way to the end, and given the gap, unless it is well immersed in the main body, it is not reliable in lighting it. I also immediately thought of using metal sparklers. In all my experience, sparklers have been extremely reliable, unless immersed in water or soil, if a bit hard to light. They also had no problem lighting the main body of the smoke bomb mixture. They also burn at a rate that works well for what I would want to use a fuse for. I also had a comment suggesting that I use cotton string soaked in a solution of potassium nitrate and dried out. I conducted this at both a less than saturated solution as well as a saturated solution with the string then rubbed in some of the undissolved potassium nitrate. The one prepared in the saturated solution with additional potassium nitrate went out twice in my first flat test, while burning slow. I suspect that this may be because there is a big glob of potassium nitrate which prevents the burning from going forward. I did not test to see if that would light a smoke bomb. The one soaked in the less than saturated solution was reliable in fuse-only tests, though burning slower than I would like for a fuse. It was able to light the main body of a smoke bomb mixture in one of the two tests. I also tested to see how untreated cotton string would burn. Though it burned extremely slowly, it did not go out and completely burned up. I also tested using newspaper wrapping the main body. I've used this method many times, particularly early on in my experimentation, with general success. In this case, the one valid test took a long time for it to light, after I'd given up on it working. In addition to the potential that the newspaper had gotten damp in the mist that was falling, I've seen a decrease in the reliability of the dissolved smoke bomb method over the videos I've done.
Well, that was the previous one.
I suspect that I have not pushed the boiling off of water as far as I did early on. Therefore, with more reliable product I'm trying to light, the results of this test may be different. Though I think it would be possible to get the sugar and potassium nitrate to work reliably as a fuse, the ease of use and reliability of the sparkler would make it my choice for when I need fuses. Given that this video is coming out nearly 2 years after I filmed the subject tests, that's an indication that my interest in these smoke bomb experiments have waned, and I don't expect to be doing any more.